Hi, it's Tom Sheehy with the Sheehy Strategy Group in Sacramento. Ever since California became a state 173 years ago in the year 1850, every single time a census has been taken, the population of California grew larger and larger. Indeed, for almost all of the 20th and 21st centuries, California led all of the states in the United States in its overall population growth. The state's economy is also the largest economy of any state in this country at $3.6 trillion. That's trillion with a T. And that actually puts it in the top 5 economies in the world if you treat California as a country. However, this growth trend, this population growth trend in California has ended. The state's population has actually been decreasing for several years now. The California Department of Finance estimates that California's population is going to stay stagnant between 38 to 40 million people for the next 35 years. That's until the year 2060. And this is a stark change from their last prediction several years ago, where they said by the year 2060, California's population would grow from 38 million all the way up to 50 million people. In fact, in the last 2 years, in 2020 and 2021, California lost a net 800,000 residents in this state. And as a result of that, California lost one of its congressional seats. And this is the first time in California's history that it's actually lost a congressional seat. So this is really a big deal. This migration of workers and families out of California has also created a chronic lack of labor. And this is why many employers in the state are having a difficult time filling vacancies. Now, this stagnation in population in California and this trend of California's growth stopping has some pretty significant budget implications as well, because the people who are leaving the state are no longer just young, lower income people who want to move to another state so they can afford to buy a home. We now know from an economic study that Chapman University released that a large percentage of these people that are leaving the state are high income individuals with incomes of $200,000 or more. And this really matters because the high income earners in the state of California pay the bulk of the taxes in this state. In fact, the top 1% of taxpayers pay almost 50% of all the personal income tax that comes into the state general fund. And the general fund, of course, pays for the state's education programs, its health programs, its welfare programs. It's really the main source of revenue for running state government. And considering the fact that even the youngest baby boomers are now starting to approach retirement, the demand for these services is even greater. So what does all this mean? The California Department of Finance says that along with population stagnation, we're going to see a stagnation in state revenue. And that's going to drive a pretty significant operating budget deficit for the remaining years in Governor Newsom's term. So we're going to see budget deficits for the next several years, and we're going to see some real changes in California's economy as a result of all the folks that are leaving the state. And this is a trend that we have to pay really close attention to because it's going to have a direct bearing on the financial stability of California and the public services that it offers. For the Sheehy Strategy Group, it's Tom Sheehy, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.